All right, everybody, get ready. We're going deep today
Yeah.
into the world of agri-tech,
Uh-huh.
tractors and tablets. We
Yeah.
can think of farms. You
Yeah.
can think about
Getting dirty.
getting your hands dirty.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this story is a great example
Yeah.
of how a huge agricultural company
Uh-huh.
totally changed their business by going digital.
Yeah. They really embraced technology.
Yeah, and
It's amazing.
this wasn't just like a small farm or anything. We're talking about a company with like
Massive.
4,800 pieces of equipment
Huge. Yeah.
and all spread across an entire country.
Yeah. All over the place.
Talk about a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. It's a logistical challenge. That's for sure.
Yeah, and so you can imagine before they went digital,
Uh-huh.
they were facing some pretty major hurdles. I
Yeah.
mean, can you imagine
Yeah.
trying to rely on radio communication
Oh.
to handle maintenance requests?
Wow.
It's like going way back in time.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
really is.
So what were some of the specific problems they were running into because of this old system?
Think about it.
Yeah.
Everything was reactive, right?
Yeah.
Instead of preventing problems,
Wow.
they were always trying to catch up,
Yeah.
putting out fires all over the place.
Yeah, no kidding.
Their service centers were overflowing.
Yeah.
They had way too much staff,
Right.
so labor costs were way up, and
Yeah.
managing all the parts was a total nightmare.
Oh, man.
It just wasn't working.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
Yeah. A recipe for disaster.
pretty much.
So how did they finally turn things around?
Well, in 2015,
Uh,
they made a really bold decision.
okay.
They decided to go all in on a mobile solution,
Okay.
and they wanted to do it fast.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they were talking about getting this up and running
Yeah.
across 8 different plants
Oh.
in just 5 months.
That's a tight timeline.
Yeah, it was really ambitious.
Yeah. And I can only imagine it must have been tough
Yeah,
getting everyone on board with such a huge change,
definitely.
especially in agriculture, right?
Right.
People would be pretty set in their ways.
Yeah, and it wasn't easy at all.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
They had just finished up
Uh-huh.
a whole wave of harvest mechanization.
Right.
So they already had to retrain a bunch of people
Yeah.
and redeploy them.
Right. Right.
Change can be tough,
Yeah, for sure.
but they managed to make it work.
So how'd they do that?
Well, a lot of it came down to
Mm.
having a really clear vision,
Right.
and a strong leadership team
Yeah.
that really believed in this mobile solution.
Right.
They invested heavily in training
Yeah.
to make sure everyone knew what to do,
Uh-huh.
and they were really upfront about addressing people's concerns.
Okay, so walk me through what this
Yeah.
mobile platform actually did.
Right.
What were its features?
Well, first of all,
Uh-huh.
it could work both online and offline,
Okay.
which was super important
Yeah.
in those rural areas
Right.
where internet access isn't always reliable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You don't want a technician to be stuck in the middle of a field,
Uh-huh.
miles from any cell tower,
Yeah.
and unable to access the data they need
Right.
to do their job.
So they're not just like
I guess
sitting there twiddling their thumbs waiting for a signal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else?
So, it really streamlined everything.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay.
They went from managing these mountains of paperwork to having all their equipment data right there,
At their fingertips.
right at their fingertips
Yeah.
on this platform.
So it was like data central, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And because of that,
They could finally get a handle
yeah,
on preventive maintenance.
right.
They could optimize their entire operation.
Uh-huh.
Plus, workers could actually complete tasks
Right from the field.
right from the field.
That's awesome.
It made creating and tracking work orders much easier.
Yeah.
And they had real-time maintenance notifications.
So everyone was always in the loop.
Exactly.
Okay, so it sounds like it really addressed those pain points
It really did, yeah.
that we talked about earlier. But did it actually deliver?
Oh, yeah. The results were incredible.
Okay, tell me about it.
So they went from using tons of paper every month,
Uh-huh.
like literally stacks taller than a tractor,
Yeah, no kidding.
to almost eliminating their paper usage entirely.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they saved something like 10,000 sheets of paper.
Wow.
Just think about the impact on their budget
Yeah.
and the environment.
It's huge.
So it was good for the bottom line and the planet.
Definitely.
What about their efficiency?
Well, their efficiency went way up, too.
Mm-hmm.
They were generating, on average,
Yeah.
3,370 maintenance orders every single day.
Wow.
So they could address any potential issues
Yeah,
before they even became major problems.
right. Get ahead of the curve.
Exactly.
So being proactive really helped them reduce their labor costs.
Yeah. It did.
And boost their overall operational efficiency.
Yeah.
Sounds like they found the right tech partner.
Yeah, finding the right partner is key.
Yeah.
Their IT manager actually said this wasn't just about technology.
Right.
It was about having a partner
Yeah.
who really understood our needs,
Uh-huh.
our complex operational needs.
Okay, so beyond just the numbers,
Yeah.
what's the big takeaway here?
I think it shows how powerful mobile tech can be,
Uh-huh.
even in industries that seem resistant to change.
Yeah. You don't always think of
Right.
agriculture as being on the cutting edge,
Yeah,
but it's really happening.
it's happening. Yeah.
And the other thing is,
Yeah.
data flexibility is really important.
I mean, you've got all this equipment
Yeah.
constantly moving around.
Right.
You need a system that can handle all that data
Yeah.
and analyze it in real time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Makes you wonder what other industries
Uh-huh.
could benefit from this kind of mobile revolution, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And how is all this going to impact
Right.
the future of food production?
Yes, something to think about.
Yeah, definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have for this deep dive today.
Yeah.
But if you want to learn more about this topic,
Mm-hmm.
you can find links to all the sources we used
Right.
in the show notes.
Yeah.
So until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious.